The human mind is a complex and powerful thing. It is the seat of our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. From ancient myths to modern science fiction, the concept of mind control has fascinated us. But what is the reality behind these tales? Is it truly possible to control another person's thoughts and actions? Throughout history, many have tried to influence and manipulate minds. Governments, militaries, and religious groups have sought ways to control thoughts and behaviors. These attempts have often been shrouded in secrecy. The Cold War intensified the quest to control the mind. One of the most notorious programs was Project mkultra, a top-secret CIA operation involving unethical experiments on human subjects. Project mkultra was born out of the Cold War paranoia that gripped the United States in the aftermath of World War II. The CIA, convinced that the Soviets were ahead in the race to develop mind control techniques, was determined to catch up. The agency believed that these techniques could be used for a variety of purposes, including interrogating suspected spies, extracting information from unwilling subjects, and even creating sleeper agents who could be activated on command. mkultra was a highly classified program, and its existence was kept secret from the American public and even from most members of Congress. The CIA went to great lengths to conceal its activities using front organizations, code names, and other means to hide its involvement. The program was overseen by a chemist named Sydney Gottlieb, who would become known as the Black Sorcerer for his willingness to experiment with dangerous and untested drugs and techniques. The experiments conducted under mkultra were often cruel and inhumane. Subjects were given high doses of LSD and other psychoactive drugs, often without their knowledge or consent. They were subjected to electroshock therapy, sensory deprivation, and hypnosis. Some were even subjected to torture in an attempt to break their minds and make them more susceptible to control. Sydney Gottlieb was the mastermind behind Project mkultra. A brilliant chemist with a PhD from Caltech, Gottlieb was a complex and enigmatic figure. He was a devoted family man and a lover of classical music, but he was also a ruthless and ambitious scientist who was willing to cross ethical lines in the pursuit of his goals. Gottlieb was convinced that mind control was the key to winning the Cold War. He believed that by harnessing the power of the human mind, the CIA could create a new breed of super soldier, one who was immune to interrogation and capable of carrying out covert operations with deadly efficiency. Gottlieb was also interested in the potential of mind control for offensive purposes, believing that it could be used to destabilize enemy governments and even assassinate foreign leaders. Under Gottlieb's direction, mkultra became a sprawling and unaccountable program. Millions of dollars were funneled into research projects at universities, hospitals, and prisons across the country. Many of these projects involved unwitting subjects, who were often told that they were participating in medical experiments or psychological studies. The methods employed by mkultra were as varied as they were unethical. Researchers experimented with a wide range of drugs, including LSD, mescaline, psilocybin, and barbiturates. They also used a variety of non-drug techniques such as hypnosis, electroshock therapy, and sensory deprivation. One of the most common methods used in mkultra experiments was the administration of LSD. LSD is a powerful hallucinogenic drug that can cause profound alterations in perception, thought, and mood. The CIA was interested in LSD because they believed it could be used to break down a subject's resistance to interrogation or to create a state of suggestibility that would make them more susceptible to mind control. Another common method was electroshock therapy. EST is a procedure that involves passing an electric current through the brain. It was once a widely used treatment for mental illness, but it has fallen out of favor due to its potential for serious side effects, including memory loss and cognitive impairment. The CIA was interested in EST because they believed it could be used to erase memories or to create a blank slate in a subject's mind. Section 5. Unveiling the Truth, the Aftermath of mkultra. For years, the CIA managed to keep Project mkultra hidden from the public eye, but in the early 1970s, a series of events led to the program's exposure. In 1973, as part of a broader effort to reform the intelligence community, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered the destruction of all mkultra records. However, some records survived and they eventually came to light during a Senate investigation in 1975. The Senate hearings, led by Senator Frank Church, revealed the shocking extent of mkultra's activities. The American public was outraged to learn that their government had been conducting secret experiments on its own citizens, often without their knowledge or consent. The hearings led to a number of reforms, including the creation of a special committee to oversee intelligence activities and the passage of laws prohibiting the CIA from experimenting on human subjects without their informed consent. Despite the reforms, the legacy of mkultra continues to haunt the CIA. The program is a reminder of the dangers of unchecked government power and the importance of ethical boundaries in scientific research. Section 6. Ethical Implications, a line crossed. The ethical implications of Project MKUltra are profound. The program violated the fundamental human rights of countless individuals. Subjects were experimented on without their knowledge or consent, and many suffered serious psychological harm as a result of their involvement in the program. The CIA's actions were a clear violation of the Nuremberg Code, a set of ethical principles for human experimentation that was developed in the aftermath of World War II. The Nuremberg Code states that the voluntary consent of the human subject is absolutely essential. This means that subjects must be fully informed about the risks and benefits of participating in an experiment, and they must be free to withdraw from the experiment at any time. The CIA's actions also violated the principles of beneficence and non-maleficence. Beneficence means that researchers have a duty to act in the best interests of their subjects. Non-maleficence means that researchers have a duty to avoid harming their subjects. The MKUltra experiments clearly violated both of these principles. Section 7. Mind control today, from marketing to manipulation. While the era of Cold War mind control experiments may be over, the quest to influence and manipulate the human mind continues today. However, the focus has shifted from covert government programs to more overt and commercially driven endeavors. One area where mind control techniques are widely used is in advertising and marketing. Advertisers use a variety of sophisticated techniques to influence our purchasing decisions, often without us even being aware of it. These techniques include everything from subliminal messaging to product placement to the use of celebrity endorsements. Another area where mind control is a concern is in the realm of politics. Political campaigns increasingly rely on sophisticated data analysis and targeted messaging to sway voters. These techniques can be used to exploit people's fears and prejudices, and they can have a profound impact on the outcome of elections. Section 8. Conspiracy Theories, Separating Fact from Fiction. The revelations about Project MKUltra had a profound impact on the public imagination, and they helped to fuel a wave of conspiracy theories about government mind control programs. Some of these theories are relatively harmless, while others are more outlandish. One common theory is that the government is using mind control techniques to suppress dissent and control the population. This theory is often used to explain everything from the assassination of John F. Kennedy to the 9/11 attacks. Another popular theory is that the government is using mind control to create Manchurian candidates, sleeper agents who can be activated on command to carry out assassinations or other covert operations. This theory was popularized by the 1962 film, and it has been a staple of conspiracy theories ever since. While there is no evidence to support these claims, they persist in popular culture. This is likely due in part to the fact that the government has a long history of conducting secret and unethical experiments on its own citizens. Section 9. Lessons Learned, The Importance of Ethical Research. Project MKUltra serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked government power and the importance of ethical boundaries in scientific research. The program's legacy continues to shape debates about the ethics of human experimentation and the role of government in our lives. One of the most important lessons to be learned from mkultra is the importance of informed consent. Informed consent is the cornerstone of ethical research. It means that subjects must be fully informed about the risks and benefits of participating in an experiment, and they must be free to withdraw from the experiment at any time. Another important lesson is the need for transparency and accountability in government. The CIA was able to keep mkultra secret for so long because it operated in the shadows, without any oversight or accountability. In the aftermath of mkultra, Congress took steps to increase oversight of intelligence activities, but there is always more that can be done to ensure that the government is operating in a transparent and accountable manner.